Hello, this is Acolyte, and I wanted to record this. I'm doing a little bit of a out of print Warhammer unboxing. Now, this will only be a quick video. Nothing in here is too unique. With the release of the new Chaos Space Marine models, I had a bit of a nostalgia kick. You see, Chaos Space Marines were my very first army. Back in roughly 2002 they were. And I've done most of the Traitor Legions over the past 17 years, and well, I've never done the Alpha Legion. I've decided now would be a nice time to start them. Now, given that the new models are coming out, I wanted to get a hold of something before it disappeared entirely. So I picked up a Start Collecting Chaos Space Marines box. I think they're still in stores right now, but you can't buy them online anymore. I think it's a case of when they disappear, they're gone. But it has the original Chaos... I say the original, the old sculpts for the Chaos Space Marines, and they weren't my first box of Warhammer. That was the 5-man Plague Marine box, where the 5 models were all exactly the same as each other. It was definitely one of my first boxes. And, yeah. Well, I got this from Amazon, actually. I didn't think my local Games Workshop would actually have any anymore. For £42. Even just the price of the Chaos Lord and the Hell Brute makes up for that, so... I've got plans for these models. I'm not going to use them as is. They're going to be going into some conversions, and hopefully I'll be showing you those soon. I'm not going to open this. All of the models are a bit... yeah. But what I also picked up from eBay was this. Now, this was the kind of thing I would buy when I was 13 or so. This box used to be £5, I remember, and it might have been 6 actually, saying that. One of the two. But it was the kind of thing I would be able to buy with my pocket money. When I was 12, I started working with my uncle. He had a furniture workshop, and I used to, sand down chairs before he varnished them and finished them. And he would pay me, £10-15 for 3 hours work on a Saturday morning. I'd get up at, 6 in the morning. I'd work with him until about 10. I'd get on the bus and then spend the entire Saturday at my Games Workshop and immediately spend my money on, well, mostly blister packs and little things like this, because I never saved anything to buy anything big like a Land Raider. So, one thing I do miss with Warhammer nowadays is not necessarily these paints, but the bottles themselves. I really liked those screw top bottles, especially because you could get empty ones for like 75p or something. That was really handy when mixing paint. It's not that big a deal to mix them as you go along, but it meant you could get a consistent colour across everything if you were mixing colours. Although the range is so big nowadays, perhaps mixing colours isn't necessarily something you need to do. I'm not a great painter, so... But just reading through it, just some things that I never noticed as a kid growing up. They've, whereabouts on it? Somewhere on here. There we go. Sculpted by Jez Goodwin and Dave Andrews. You don't see the unboxes anymore, I suppose, because lots of people work on them nowadays. But it's cool that the artists get some recognition. That was a point that Snipe and Wib brought up in their recent video, and it made me check on this box. Well, plastic's still on it and everything from... Where's the copyright on this? Copyright 2004. Yeah, well, let's open it up and see what's inside. If my fat little Trump hands can get into it. There we go. My first unboxing video. What amazing low quality content. Well, before we start with the model, now I used to love, there used to be, you could get, can't remember what it was called, but literally just a book of every single model that they sold. They came out once a year, and it was just a catalogue of what you could buy, but I used to love going through it and just seeing all of the different models. Oh, this is beautiful. I remember this rulebook. I've not played a huge amount of Warhammer since 5th edition. Now that I'm an adult and I've mostly done things like university and all of that, I'm hoping to get back into it as I become a real adult. So I've got a lot of the Space Marines now. I think most people in the hobby do, but I was never played regular Space Marines when that book was about and when these models were about. Then the Orc Codex. I think in that one there was a reference to literally a group of orcs based on Santa Claus. I remember reading that. I don't know if that was the Tyranid Codex where you could give like venom cannons to like I can't remember what the swarms are called, but even those, it might have been the one before. But I remember a very silly Tyranid Codex from back then. These models were probably quite new when this came out. It's a shame the Cadians are still those same models, eh? And of course what I've bought here. Likewise, these models are all still the same as well. I think I ended up buying several of that particular Chaos Lord. Oh, I missed this website as well. They used to put strategy guides and things like that on there. And I remember for the Orcs and Goblins page for Fantasy, they literally suggested taking like a 60-man squig unit with no squig herders, so that every turn of the game you'd have to roll a random direction and movement distance for every single one of those squigs. The goal was to win by your opponent conceding because they didn't want to stand there watching you do it every turn. Of course, White Dwarf as well. I do miss those Chaos Warrior models as well. The when the new box of Chaos Warrior models came out, they were kind of just a step above everything Games Workshop had done at that point. They were just beautiful models. These two books as well, especially this one, I find it just really, really good. I had this one as a teenager, and I can't find it anywhere, and I'm debating buying another copy. So I'll go through it if I do. Then contact numbers. I wonder if any of those are still the same numbers. But yeah, it's cool seeing this booklet again, and I'll keep hold of that. Right, and what else is in the box? Well, no transfers. I was expecting some of those, but the old base. I think somewhere on my desk I have one of the newer ones. I won't use this one, just in case people complain about the base being too small. But I'm pretty sure this is still exactly the same model as the current bikes, but the plastic is definitely lower quality. Well, it's a cool look at this. My plan with this is going to be becoming my Sorcerer Lord on a bike. So in this box you have the Terminator Lord, but you also have bits to make him into a Sorcerer Lord. So I'm going to build this guy as a Terminator Lord. But the staff and the helmet especially I'm going to put onto this bike. But anyway, thank you for watching this unboxing. The next video should be some conversions I'm going to show off. I probably won't show off building them actually. I want to actually build the model first before I film anything to see how that turns out. But I have plans if that works out, so we'll see. This has been Acolyte, thank you for watching. And ooh, I need to sign off, this is my first video. Ooh, you can't see now, but I'm stroking my beard. Something about slaying the Corpse Emperor. Yeah. There's my fist. Yeah. Right, got the video to 10 minutes now. See you all later.